Good evening. Very short notice, I know, but there you go. If anyone comes in, fantastic. If anyone doesn't, all good, because we'll be throwing this up on YouTube. So that's fantastic. Sorry about yesterday. Not that well. I think sometimes we kind of overreach ourselves. Hi, Ruth. And that's exactly what I did yesterday. Kind of overreached myself a little bit. Had higher expectations of myself than normal. How you doing, Ruth? Are you behaving yourself? Just tried to do some shopping online, mate. I see what you mean. The next slot here is next Friday, the 3rd of September. And I thought, no, I'll go down the local dairy and get my toilet paper sometime this week, I think. It's just awful. Awful. Hey, it might be just you and me today. Oh no, there's 3. Hell, even 3 will do today. So where are you, Ruth? We're going to be in level 4 for a bit longer by the sound of it, for about 2 weeks. Hi, Angelica over there in Australia. How you doing, love? We've just been put into level 4, it looks like, for another 2 weeks. I'm glad you made it, and I haven't started yet, and I did only put it up this afternoon. Paris. Oh, look. Oh, level 4 for 2 weeks. Well, Monday they'll tell us for sure, but I think Auckland. Oh, so Ruth, you must be up in Auckland somewhere. Yeah. It's not so bad, really. I did try and shop online, and the next delivery slot is Friday, the 3rd of September. So I think I might just bog on off to the dairy. And although I went today to the chemist in Dominion Road, and oh my God, so many dairies on Dominion Road while I was driving back, and a fruit and veg shop I used to go to. And I popped in there and got all sorts of interesting stuff. So that's good. I've got food. I had to get some bog paper though. I didn't get that, I forgot. So, 5. That's pretty good, eh? Good for a Friday night. Hi, Reef. How are you? Are you behaving yourself over there in Australia? Got all my Aussie mates. Tonight, Phyllis meets the Emperor. So, we'll get into it, eh? I'm sure other people will. And remember, I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. It goes up on YouTube each night, which is good. Elle, hi, how are you? And I've got my cards here. Hang on, here I am going right over the screen and trying to get them. I've also got my cards here, and we'll do 3 cards for the weekend just for a giggle. He watches me. Oh my God, my best fan. Send me a photo. Your mum's fabulous, Reef. Absolutely fabulous. So, when we last left, Phyllis had been to see the Empress, okay? So she's already been to the magician, remember? The magician, a bit mesmerizing and a bit magical. And then she went and visited the high priestess, who was sort of the opposite. You know, she was very quiet and, you know, very sort of, she was all about intuition, whereas the magician was sort of offering all sorts of things, and there was prices to be, you know, all of that stuff. And then she went to visit the Empress, and the Empress just nurtured her and loved her and mothered her, and that was amazing. But then suddenly the Empress goes, Phyllis, you've had long enough here, love. It's time for you to go and visit the Emperor. So 48 hours ago, you and I were here. Phyllis went to see the Emperor. Now, in her timeline, she was probably with him for about 3 or 4 months. Okay, so we're putting a bit of a timeline on it. So she was with the Emperor. The Empress took her across the road and said, here, you can go to the emperor. And the emperor was a little bit different in the psychic fair because he had a whole compound. So you paid your money. Well, you didn't pay your money. You walked into the compound. And she met the emperor. And he was really in control. I mean, he was in charge. He was, you know, intellectual. He was thoughtful. And what he taught or is teaching our Phyllis is about structure and discipline, which, you know, she'd just been over to the Empress who just gave her chicken soup and mothered her and you know, and snuggled her up in bed and just did everything amazing. And then she comes across this bloke who goes, right, well, we have to have some structure in your life. You have to have some organization. And Phyllis, she learned it. Well, she has to. She has to learn it because this is the next lesson in life. And that's something we learn. We learn about structure and we learn about discipline and we learn about consequences. And poor old Phyllis has actually learned about punishment. Yes, punishment. You know, if you do something wrong, you get punished for it. If you break the rules, you're punished. So the emperor has been all about structure, discipline, punishment, boundaries, you know, and he's a very intelligent, clever man. He's an academic. So it's all about that side. The total opposite to the Empress, who's like just, you know, Mother Earth. So our Phyllis has had about 3 months in there, and she's sitting at the gate going, you know what, I think I've learned enough about discipline. I really do. And I think it's time that we went somewhere else. And so that's what she's going to do. So today is very, very short and sweet because the Emperor is very easy. You know, he's about security and discipline. And which is a bit weird, really, because look at today. We're being asked to be disciplined in level 4. That's all it is. That's what we're being asked to do. We're being asked to be disciplined, to just stick to the rules, even if we don't agree with them. Like Phyllis hasn't always agreed with the Emperor. She thinks he's a bit harsh at times. I don't blame her, but you know, but she has to learn that. She has to learn that. So now, there we go. We've been to the Emperor. So on Monday, so I'm not doing weekends for the story, but on Monday, I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's much easier for me. I know it's all about me. It's not about any of you whatsoever. It's about me. So, because the Emperor is very short and sweet, we're going to do 3 cards. So, A, B, or C people, throw it out there. Actually, Paris, I will send you the stories I wrote for my stepchildren about Great Aunt Augusta. And you might like to read them to them. They're crazy, crazy stories, but if the kids like hearing stories, they might like it. Okay, A, B, or C, here we go. A. Right, 8 of Swords. Sorry, 9 of Swords. So this is saying that, you know, you might have a little attack of the miseries over the weekend or today, but not so much being miserable. It's more about going, what the fuck do I do now? And it's going to be about someone else. So it's not you going, oh, I'm sad and I'm miserable. It's you going, what the fuck am I going to do with someone who is being quite miserable? And that's okay. They're allowed to, you know, people are allowed to be miserable. They're allowed to be unhappy, but at the same time, you have to look after yourself. And so A is saying, for all there are people around you, you know, that are sad and unhappy, please put yourself first. Don't let the crows peck at your head, and don't allow their sadness to impact on you and create sadness in your life. God, we've got enough to deal with as it is. B, you're on the right pathway, people. You're sitting up there, you've done a lot of hard work, and you've reached where you need to reach for now. Okay? There's more work to do, but at the moment you need to just sit there and sort of go, you know what? I've done pretty good. It's about congratulating yourself. And C, laughing all the way up the stairs. We love the Hierophant. The Hierophant is someone, sometimes it's about overthinking. You know, the Hierophant is the thinker, and it's about how you think. You can think with laughter, happiness, and move up the stairs and just go from level to level, or you can overthink shit and stay at the bottom of the stairs. But he's choosing to go, you know what? I can do anything, and I'm going to do anything. And our bonus card, happiness and companionship. Isn't that awesome? Gotta love it. So happy Friday, people. I'm going to throw this on YouTube. And remember, Phyllis has now visited the Emperor. She's come out of his compound. She's back in the psychic fair. She's not ready to go to the next one yet. She wants to do a bit of shopping. She's going to do some shopping, and she's going to have a nice meal, because I don't think the Emperor had sort of flash cuisine in there. It would have all been pretty standard boarding school stuff, you know, porridge and vegetables and all those things that you get at boarding school. And so she's going to go off for a wander over the weekend. She might join a yoga class. Yes. But she's definitely going to eat, drink, and be merry. So I want you all to be like Phyllis. Go and eat, drink, and be merry, because God forbid we fucking deserve it.